Well, guys, I've got some bad news. The green streak has come to an end with my first red day in over a month. It happened today, and I had no chance to come back from it. There was nothing to trade after market open. I've got no trades after market open today. Not a single trade after open. So today was the day. I'm going to walk through what I traded, why I traded it, how I traded it, and what all happened. It's part of the game, and it is what it is. It is what it is. So this week overall has been pretty good. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all solid green days. Well, today, almost a 2-hour red day, a 1.5-hour red day today. Hey, it is what it is. And I had no chance to come back from it. I had not a single chance to come back. I traded 4 stocks today. And the biggest gapper we had going into the open was like 45%, 50%, and that really tells you a lot about how the day is about to go. We had the big move today on Ruby, and we'll talk about that. But pre-market was dead this morning, and yesterday was good. We had ERNA, made some money on that. VIVS, I was break even on because I missed the big move, and then I gave it back off the highs. And anyways, it was a good day yesterday. We ended the open with some cushion. Ended up having a pretty good day. And so yesterday was good. Tuesday, Monday was good. Really Tuesday, Wednesday were just really good days. Anyways, gosh, you look at today. DXST was the first one I traded. And this was an interesting setup for the reason of we sort of have this lower high, right? I'm looking for it to reclaim VWAP here early this morning. This was shortly after 7:20 this morning. We see volume step in, about 212,000 shares of volume on this candle. And so then it pulls back, and I'm looking for it to retest the 9 EMA for the leg back up to VWAP. So anyways, it pulls back, retests the 9. This puts in place a wick off the 9. Gets bought back up. That's where I take my entry risk in the bottom of that candle for the next leg higher back to VWAP around 285 to 3. And lo and behold, this thing dried up quick. Wick off the high. It quickly pops. You'll see here, I take my entry at 263. It pops to 268 and then off a cliff. So as it rejects, I just sell the rest beneath my entry. Okay, whatever, break even to start. Then going on from that, we had the joy of trading VRAX, which this thing looked pretty good. We had news this morning. It gets popping up at 7:30. Of course, it was pretty thin. 776,000 share float. And gosh, you couldn't play it here. You couldn't play it here. Big topping tail off the first candle. Second candle, big topping tail. Third candle, big topping tail. Gosh, this is so annoying. Wow, what do I do? So, gosh, it tries to break out here. We have this lower high, puts in place this tightening range and tries to get breaking out. As it does, I'm able to take it for a really quick base hit, looking for the squeeze over 480 to 5, and it never gets going. Now, volume on this was nice. Steady 280,000, 300,000 shares of volume. That could just never get going. We look at the 10-second chart, and you'll see what happens. Look at this. As it breaks out, this candle closes on the break of trend. Candle pulls back, retests, view up the 90 EMA. As it gets bought back up, that's where I punch it for the break of the high of day over 480. And so I take it there at 440, risk and VWAP down at 425 for the break of 480 at 5. Now reject off the highs. What do I do? Take a full exit. So again, small base hit. Able to get something there. Then of course, same thing later. Find a buyer again. Again, I'll show you the 1-minute chart. A little bit easier for you to see. And we see it pop back over these past highs over VWAP. You can see here, topping tail, topping tail, topping tail. Well, okay, so what happens? Well, we pull back to retest the 9. You can see, and like I told y'all on stream today, I was watching for it to pull back to retest the 9. For an entry if a buyer showed up. Well, it pulls back off the 9. A buyer steps in, bottoming wick. I take it there again at 430, or really 428. Take it at 428, risk in the bottom of the candle off of 420, 8 cents a share of risk for the range back up through 450, back up into those previous highs again. Well, okay, we sort of hesitate. We get a pop to 440. I try to trim. I get a bad fill, my first 2 partials at 433 and 434. Then we end up getting the move all the way to the past highs, take some more profit off 448. Then it rejects, puts in place a tail. I take a full exit. So again, a smaller win. So this is my problem this morning is I've got 2 small wins on this. And so I don't have much cushion built up. I have no profit on DXST, right? I'm break even on that. And then I have small profit on VRAX. No big move at all. No big move. And then finally, I'm like, oh, we finally get some action. Something going parabolic on some good news. And I'll even show you here. Rubico shares reported a 94% increase of its estimate of net asset value results. Okay, so we've got a good headline. We get a massive move. This thing's trading 600,000 shares on the first 1 minute candle. I'm looking for the first pullback, guys. And so I'm looking for pullbacks. I'm looking for the break of 10. I try to get aggressive because holy cow, this volume is crazy. No kidding. Over 600,000 shares of volume on each candle. It's trading its entire float on every candle. This has a 604,000 share float. And again, it was trading that on every single candle. I said, wow, can we get to 10? Well, we had no profit on the morning yet. The past few mornings, we've had some big movers in pre-market. And I try to take this move here. I first take it here the first 1 minute pullback as it gets bought up off of VWAP to see if we could squeeze over 840. It hesitates. I have a break-even trade on the first one. Come back on the second, and guess what? Starts to get bought back up, wick off the low. I try to punch it again to see if we get squeezing over 8. Guess what? Rejects. Wow, now I'm red. Now I'm red on Ruby. So then as it pulls back beneath VWAP and shows signs of buying pressure off the 9 EMA. So it pulls back, consolidates, curls back to VWAP, and then rejects. As it rejects, this next candle starts to put in place a little tail off the bottom, off the 9 EMA. And what I'm expecting to happen is it's going to put in place a tail down here off the past low and then quickly get squeezing back out over VWAP, which is a setup that I love to trade because what happens when it squeezes back out over VWAP? Chasers, 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 back up into these past highs, into the previous high of day. And so I tried it, I failed, and this right here put me red on the day. Now, mind you, was not a big loss, managed it well. And then after open too, gosh, we come out over VWAP, and every time, look at this. We get over VWAP, topping tail, topping tail, topping tail, massive topping tail. And I'm like, no, we don't like this after open. This looks gross. And so we didn't touch it after the bell. It breaks out at the open, quickly fakes out, halts down, resumes, halts down again, resumes, halts down again, resumes, halts down again, resumes, halts down again. This thing was a disaster. Holy gross. Holy gross. So, look, I'm red on this, and then going into the open, I'm like, all right, look, I just want to try to chip this back away, get back to break even, then we can push back to a nice green day. That's usually how we do it. You don't want to go into the open, full steam ahead, trying to just recover, right? You want to start slow, build up back to profit, and then we can push, right? Then we can push if the opportunities are there. If we can get in profit, get some cushion, then I can push. Well, I literally have 0 trades after open because nothing was doing anything worthwhile. TGHL was thick. The level 2 was just thick all morning on both sides. Couldn't do anything there. IQST, thick on both sides. Couldn't do anything there. ATPC, sideways, range bound, gross. Couldn't do anything there. So it was just a weird day today where the right opportunity wasn't there. You look at like yesterday, for example, we at least had SOBR after open. We had a really, really, really good trade on this yesterday. Where it played up into this halt back here, right? I played it from 2 to 260 yesterday. Beautiful trade. And today, and that would have obviously had me with a green day today. But we just had nothing after market open. I traded nothing. And it's important too. And I told somebody in chat today, I was like, or I've told everybody in chat today, it's a win in my book. We came in today and yeah, I started red, but I had no chance to come back from it. I stayed picky. I stayed disciplined. And the reality is, despite what you see online, red days are just part of the process. There's no getting around. You're going to have red days. There's no getting around it. It's easy to beat yourself up and feel like you're clueless. Easy to revenge trade and try to get back to green in the day. But if nothing's there, nothing's there. You've got to pat yourself on the back and realize, look, I did the right thing today. I sat back. I didn't make this worse. I'm still green on the week. The week's not over. Tomorrow's still here. And it's been an awesome green month so far. Now, mind you, it's been slower. Last week I had 3 break-even days, and it has not been easy. But today I did the right thing. I showed up. I traded well. My setup just didn't work out, and my setup just wasn't there after open to get back to a green day. And that is good trading. And you've got to praise yourself for those things, because if you can, well, then you're more likely to stick to your rules when you need to. So praise yourself for the good things you do. Praise yourself for the good execution and the good risk management, the good discipline. And that's how you stay green long-term in the market. It's all a matter of surviving when your opportunities aren't there and not blowing up. when you feel like you should be green. So we'll come in tomorrow, hope for some better opportunities. Hopefully the right stock is out there. The summer market continues. People are out with their feet in the sand. Well, they better come get their feet in these stocks because we need some volume out there. We need some good setups. That being said, as always, if you did learn a thing or two from this video, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe for content like this every single day, and make sure as well to lock in your 7-day free trial in the description down below to trade alongside me in real time every single day on the green days, on the red days, although there's not many red days. This is my first one in a long time. It's okay, and it's going to happen. So anyways, let's go back tomorrow. We're going to crush it. Let me know in the comments below how you did today. Hopefully you hung in there. Hopefully you stayed picky. It was not an easy day. And that said, let's get out there tomorrow. Let's crush it and end the week off with a nice, easy, hopefully, note.